It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. How's everyone? Is that good, huh? Not so good? Kind of good? Tired? Tired. Spring break's coming up. We're doing memes. Everybody ready? Spencer, we got a bunch?
Yes, sir.
Let's do them. Spencer, you want this stool over there so you can sit by the thing?
No, I'll stand.
You stand okay? Such a good soldier. How many went to the UH basketball game? We got jinxed. ESPN came. They said they won 33 in a row at home, and then bam, they lose. And then we dropped out of the top 10. It was a bad day for UH basketball. It was a good day for Texas Tech basketball, just in case anybody cares, which nobody does. All right. So, with the memes, everybody log in. Do this real quick. Whoa. Java update. You guys remember we are not meeting in class on Thursday. Everybody knows that? Well, it was in the schedule for a long time. It's a work day. I'm giving you the time to work on your presentations. Remember the more emotive ones that I'm looking for? Yeah? Because we're going to start doing those when we get back. Yes, ma'am? I'm sorry, one more time? You can pick a song, but I don't want you to sing it. I want you to deliver it. Oratory style. It needs to be 90 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. I think given the many people that we have in here, I think they need to stay 1 minute, probably. Why don't we try to do this? Let's try to do them between 60 and 90 seconds. Does that give you a little bit of a range to shoot for? Okay. But I'm anxious to see those. Now, when we come up to do the memes, I noticed last time I didn't give you enough direction. What I really want you to do is to practice being in front of the group again. Right? So I want you, before you come up, or while you're walking up, take a deep breath. And right now, see yourself doing your meme, looking, just listen, visualization is a big part of this. See yourself looking at everybody, speaking clearly and articulately, managing your anxiety like we've talked about, not looking at the screen. One of the reasons I want you to do this here is because I want you to practice here using this, what we call a confidence monitor, and speaking to the audience rather than here. Got it? That's what I'm looking for. Everybody good? Just practice. It's just practice. Although I must say, I got roped into doing a presentation as a partner with a student in my next class, in the leadership class, and I'm a little nervous about it. I can stand up in front of anybody, but all of a sudden I'm going to stand up in front of you guys and I'm thinking, I don't want to let my partner down. Right? Right. You guys don't care. All right, here we go. Spencer, let's get a meme up there. I'm ready to see him. Are you here? Yes. Waldo is here. Jacqueline. Okay. Remember your posture. Remember your hands. Try to remember everything we've talked about. Kick it. Start again.
Okay, so this is my daily struggle before like morning class, and yeah. Yeah.
You're a coffee drinker.
Yeah.
Okay, I love Cougar Ground. That's great. What do we say? Good, yeah. Thank you, Jack. Next, Spencer, we got to go back. Do you guys have some thoughts around your meme?
Oh, man, come on.
You don't have to pick the microphone up. It'll pick you up. Just speak. Remember what we talked about. Project.
So as contradicting as this can be, this was me right before submitting it to Spencer. Yeah.
Okay. This guy's a funny actor. What's his name?
Tim.
I just call him Mr. Chow.
Yeah.
Was he from the Vegas movies or Hangover? Yeah. Who's this? Okay, Queenie. It's taking us longer to walk up than it is to. I wonder if we should do it. I don't know. We're going to keep them to walk you in front of the class.
To keep it short, basically this is what it looks like from a spectator's point of view. Because I don't know, I have this weird notion that for like a lot of students tend to like have their ways of venting out frustration to students, and I feel like this is like, well, to the professors, and well, I find this as a professor's way of venting out to students in a legal way.
Next.
So this is just me when I feel so disappointed about myself, my humor.
But it's true that, how many of you show memes that you think are great to friends, and they're like, I don't get it? Okay, so it's not just me. Because I don't get half the memes you guys come up with. Thank you.
So I feel like half of the class can relate to this because you have tuition, rent, textbooks, and then teachers make you get access codes, but then another teacher will make you get another attendance code.
Turning point. Yeah, that's right. That was a very gentle critique. Very nice. Next. These are fun. You guys have put some good thought into these.
What was it? How long you say we got to present this?
You got about 8 seconds. Come on.
No, like seriously, 8 seconds?
Do what you need.
Okay, it's a story behind this. I wouldn't mind talking to the class about it, but if I have to keep it short.
How much time you got? Because I've got 80 people I got to get through.
Okay, it's gonna be quick.
Do it.
Question, ladies, have y'all ever had someone who approached y'all in a weird way? Yes, and try to get your numbers. This was literally my friend not too long ago. He ate a banana and he threw it on the ground. He ran, slid on the ground to the girl and said, "I just slid in your DMs." So my only
Wait, I just slid what?
I just slid in your DMs. In your messages off Instagram.
Ah.
Yeah. So that was my immediate response. I'm like, but somehow it worked. So
She gave him the number?
yeah.
Huh. Something to think about, gentlemen.
Yeah. So I mean, hey.
That was quick, DeAndre. That was really quick. Thank you. Well done.
Yeah, it is my daily routine. And I'm really night person, so it is too hard to get up in the morning. So when the alarm rings, I move like this man in the bed. But I only left 2 months to graduate, so when I feel I'm too tired, I think about my graduation to come here.
That's great.
Yeah, so I've had a really busy semester, and I'm really looking forward to resting during spring break.
What is the name of that thing? No, I got that. special one for the C, right? How many of you have ever seen this before? Or seen something like it before? Don't give me a hard time. Go ahead. Oh.
So after we talked about giving compliments in this class, I try to compliment people more often, but no one compliments me back. So this is me getting offended.
That's your bad.
Yeah.
How many of you are trying to be more positive in praising others more frequently? Raise your hand. All right. And how many of you are doing a better job of accepting compliments better? Raise your hand. Good. Takes practice. Bridget. All right, I don't get it, but go ahead.
I'll explain it.
Okay, explain.
This is a representation.
Look at that, yeah.
Oh, okay, I gotta look at this.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
This is a representation of Professor Barth's temptation to say that it's cold inside during the class when he's trying to give a lecture. Every day.
Every day. Every day.
That's it.
Somebody's trying to tell me I say that too much. Okay, thank you very much. I got it. Thank you. Oh, okay. Do you work at a Motel 6?
No.
Explain.
I just thought it was really funny, but I'm sure most of us in this industry who works probably in front desk or like even in restaurants, whenever everyone feels like they have a status and they leave and they're just like, well, I'm expecting an upgrade. And I'm just like, but you booked through a third party. So I just thought it was really funny.
It is funny. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just had an epiphany. It's not going to help you guys. But next semester, when I teach this class, I'm going to have them do the memes first to get used to being in front of the class and having some humor. Then we'll do the longer presentation. What do you think? Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. You know, didn't come. I should do a meme about that. But okay. But I'm good. All right. And the other rule I'm going to make is I can't be in your meme. Spencer, write that down.
Yes,
No.
sir.
So I just went to a free image website trying to find an image that would go well for a meme, and I found the skeleton first, and after that the meme came to me, and it was very easy to find a generic white-looking dude on a computer.
I'm glad you didn't put my name with the skeleton, Sam. We'd have had to talk about that.
So you got corgis, you have puppies, and there's a strong reaction and message here. Yeah. A strong reaction on the corgis. Yeah.
My grade. All right. Jackie, here we go.
So this is one of my favorite TV shows, Daria. She's a very sarcastic character.
Who else watches Daria? Lizzie, it doesn't surprise me in the least now that I hear she's such a sarcastic character.
So basically, two people that she doesn't like is scrambling for the ball, and she just basically lets them headbutt each other. And then when the ball passes by, she just goes like this, basically doing the minimum.
The minimum, right? I got it. That was good. Thank you.
So there's a story that goes behind this, and I'm in club theater, and last year I had to play the goon, and so I got to hold this Nerf gun that was taller than I was, and my friend Sabrina shot this photo, and we were like, hey, club theater is all about loving and supporting your friends, and I give a lot of compliments in club theater, so we made this together, and yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is that Roger Rabbit? No, who is that?
That's Patrick. That's or Mr. Krabs. Yeah, not Patrick. What am I talking about?
Who is it? Oh, yeah, because I know, yeah, okay. I remember that. You didn't read the source because I know Rabbit. Oh, yeah. Now, you can use me when there's a good message for everybody. Good for you. I like it.
This mean basically there's professors out there that don't round your grades when it's like 0.2 off.
Thank you. I don't. Say it one more time, though, with your arms down, and yeah, there you go. And now you're holding on to your safety to your phone, but that's okay. You're good. Now look them right out there and tell them just what you said.
So some professors don't round grades, and it's irritating. So.
But see how much more powerful that was? Very good. Thank you. Don't round grades. Yeah, I'll think about that. Speak to the class.
I think this is the basic U of H student when he has a study group and they need to give each other information or suggestions. So they start by saying procrastinating and mumbling. The only one that wants to practice gets thrown out the window. Yeah.
That's good. That is kind of the way it works.
Don't really like speaking in front of people much, so this is how I feel when Dr. Barth says that we have to present in class.
But wait, you're doing a great job. Tell her.
Hotel 6,
Yeah, the lower economic hotels are taking a hit today.
Oh, yeah. So this says, hide the pain, Harold. If some of you guys know, I love his pictures. There's such a vague emotions going on here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I would just get so annoyed whenever, like, you just have a long day, you just want to get out, and then people are like, I want $1 million. Then you got to pretend it's funny. And
how many of you would like to buy Brianna's comfy? Yeah. Everybody wants one. Yeah, that's really comfy. Very good. Who's next?
Need some explaining, but I'm not from Houston and I didn't come here until I toured UH. So I was driving from the north side, and when I saw the statue of Sam Houston, I was like, oh my gosh, Mr. Houston, like, we're here.
We're here, welcome.
Little did I know that traffic is crazy, and that's in the Woodlands. So I learned quick.
Very good. Very good. Can you communicate with me? Yeah. In a big way. Here we go.
Okay. This image embodies my perfect reaction when I heard the professor said there was possibility we would skip every third class. I was like,
okay. I got it. Well, what's your reaction when we actually haven't skipped every third class?
It doesn't matter. We're skipping Thursday.
Okay. And dude, we're not skipping Thursday. We're working Thursday, just not in the classroom.
I already have my presentation.
Okay, you're good to go. All right.
Really well. The minute I come up
here, words just start coming out of my mouth, and I don't know what they mean. So yeah.
Yes. You guys are so great. The first time you got up here, you had to get up there, you had to survey, and you had to think about what you're going to say. Now you start saying in the minute you get out of your seat before you get it. It's good. That's a good sign. Who's next? You.
Oh, so HRMA describe every time I wake up. So I wondering, oh, it's 10 o'clock. The class start 10 o'clock, and driving maybe cost like 30 minutes, and I still get 10 more minutes to sleep. And I think the hardest thing in the world is separating from my bed. Thank you.
Well, how many times do you hit snooze? How many times do you hit snooze? How many times do you hit snooze? A lot? You guys do? You have a hard time getting out of bed? How many of you jump right out of bed? Okay, let's say thanks for that. That was good. Travis isn't here? Travis, Travis isn't here.
Yep.
He sent it in. Yeah, he'll be here in 10 minutes. He sent it in. All right. Oh, Deb's.
Well, this is self-explanatory. It happened to me. Yeah.
This is true confessions now. Is what's going on. Okay, thank you. Ryan. Hey, we've seen that image before.
I did spell speech wrong.
We saw that,
I
saw it.
Thought
Yeah.
something was off.
But I wasn't going to say anything.
It's okay.
Okay.
If it makes people laugh.
Okay, I was going to give you a pat.
So this is what happens when you have a bad speaker who can't speak without saying any one of these three things repeatedly.
Yeah.
On the contrary, you would want to be a good speaker and use clear and concise speech. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Creative.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you know, the hospitality industry doesn't really take a break. And last spring break, I was stuck at home watching everybody have fun at Padre Island, and I was at work. So.
Very well. That looks like me on the beach. We've seen this one. Program. Jonathan, I'm going to need some help.
Okay, so you look in the middle, pro, you're supposed to leave with progression, but then you find procrastination.
I see.
And that's exactly what's going on because we knew this assignment was due a long time ago. I didn't do it till midnight last night. So.
All right, good night. Room out.
Just funny.
Okay.
The reason why I created this meme because Dr. Barth is the best professor I ever had. For me, as a second English as second language, he always encouraged me, motivate me to be better and do better. Teach us how to be professional in our lives. Best class ever and best professor ever. Number one motivational mentor to help us succeed.
I'll remember that. Very nice.
Thank you.
So I have a funny story about taking selfie. Raise your hand if you like taking selfie. I do. So.
It is true confession.
What's the next one?
Oh, it's a series.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a series.
All right.
So.
I only got one for me. My bad.
Okay, it's okay. I bring my USB. So.
Okay. Here for a second. Spencer.
Wait a second.
sorry.
Whatever your technological capability.
My defense, there's like 60 of them.
Yeah,
So I was just trying to like.
Forget it. We should do a meme about that. We should put all 60 of them up there when everybody sends it to me at midnight and the night before school. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a PowerPoint, so. And okay. I really like taking selfie, and so this is selfie I post on my social media platform, and this is selfie in my trash box. Have you experienced your friend wants to take a picture of you? And I got a lot of stories to talk about. This is when they forgot to turn off the flash. And sometimes I don't know they were taking my picture. And then when I finally came up a really cool posture, and the moment I saw the picture, I know it's the time to end the friendship.
That's good. Thank you, Caroline. So the other day I'm walking into a restaurant, and how many of you have been trying to take a selfie of a group, and somebody was walking by and you say, hey, would you take a picture for us? Right? Okay, first of all, never do that when you're traveling, because why? They'll take your phone, they'll run off with your phone. That's number one. Number two is that I said to the lady that said, can you take our picture? I said, I'm happy to take your picture, but I take lousy pictures, according to my girlfriend. I take lousy pictures. She goes, no, you can take this picture. I said, seriously, I'll try it. She goes, okay. So I'm taking the picture and I'm getting everything that it is, and I take the picture, and she gets it. And she doesn't even look at me or say anything. The next person that walks by, she goes, would you please take our picture? I said, well, that was just mean. I told them I don't take a picture. Spencer, what should I do when that happens?
Well, I don't know. I actually do something kind of funny. I start taking pictures of myself real quick. So when they go through, it's all like pictures of me. And they're like, this random.
Have you guys seen the little video? Speaking of that, I guess I can talk about this. But there are these two older women. They're on the beach, and they've fallen asleep on the beach, and one's phone is sitting in between them. And this is back when they didn't have passwords and everything. They didn't act. But these two guys walk up, and they grab the phone, and they drop their pants, and they take a picture, and then they put their phone back down and run away. Right? So when they're looking through their pictures, I thought it was funny. Oh, I guess you had to be there. I thought it was funny. Don't act like you would never do something like that. Never. Yeah, I would do it. But it was fun. All right. That was way before memes. Nicholas?
This is from The Race to Witch Mountain, which I assume most of you have seen by now. It's a really old meme. I enjoyed it, and it just kind of embodies how most people talk in this context.
They talk in this
including
context?
me.
So what's the movie? It's a movie?
Yeah, Race to Witch Mountain.
I'm not familiar. What's it about? Is it a scary movie? That's not old. Thank you, Nicholas. 2010. I am. That's what I have. Okay.
So this is my meme. It's basically just describing when Professor Barth calls in you and you did not prepare for your speech, or in any class, you just kind of have to, when you're like, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Got it. Thank you, Joe. Yes. Don't hurt yourself coming down the...
I don't know that everyone haven't seen this before, but it's my feeling during the semester. Yes.
Wait.
So basically, like when the semester starts.
Speak from the.
Oh yeah, sorry. When the new semester starts, you feel like so fresh, and when come the first day, so syllabus day, you'll be like, And then during the class, like, hey, be happy. When your group assignments kind of, yeah, and midterm grade come out, and final week you're very stressed, and kind of very stressed out during the semester.
good. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Yeah, that would be a challenge.
Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not gonna say I do this all the time, but there was like a time that this happened to me. I checked and on Blackboard and the assignment was due at 11:59 and it was already past midnight, so yeah. And I feel pretty bad after I check the time.
That's good. Spencer, next semester, we're going to make this a contest.
I'm not going to be here next semester.
I know you're not, but we're going to let the new TA know.
Roger that.
We're going to make it a contest. We're going to give a cash prize of $100 for the best meme. What do you think? You want to go back and start over with this one? That's what we're going to do. We do costume contests, right? You guys remember? Intro? We did that. We're going to do it. You guys come up with some good stuff. Needs to be an award. Not this semester.
So originally this was a GIF, so he was just peeping his head out. So, but this is me when I come home, and I'm still 21, and I'm home alone with my parents, and someone knocks at the door, and I just peep out.
You still peek out?
Yeah, because we don't have a peephole.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing to do, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now see, from a parent, I get this. From a parent's, whose is this? Well, he's not here?
No, he's not here.
Okay, what does it mean to you?
You're short on the board.
You're short. You can't afford. You're making money, but you can't pay your bill. This is how most every child I know thinks independence means. Independence means if I can't pay my bills, I'm going to ask my parents for some help. Right? My daughter called me and said, Dad, I'm going to be independent. I said, that's great. She goes, well, you'll still pay for my car and my insurance and this, that, and the other. I was like, kid, you need to go back and go to school and learn what independence means. So there you go. That's good. I do. This is good.
And the only difference with me and the Dragon Mother is she has only large one, but I just have it.
You like a small one?
I can take large one. That's the point.
You can or you can?
I can.
Oh, you can?
I can.
Why not?
I think I was in.
The small.
I only say small.
Okay.
There's a small large one in the market, right?
Yeah. You've never seen the big ones? Oh, you don't see them a lot in the U.S., but you travel down to South America, they have these big avocados, and they'll last for like a week. Well, you guys haven't seen them? What?
Yeah, I didn't know.
No.
They're all this size.
You got it. Yeah, no, they're big, just like that. Yeah, they're big, and it's the same kind of thing. But how many of you go up and you'll squeeze 18 avocados before you pick one? And how many of you know if you just take the little stem off, and if it's brown, it's ripe? Do you know that? You know that? And how many of you know if you take an avocado home that's not ripe, you put it in a paper bag? Well, I don't know about the banana thing, but then it smells like a banana. I don't like the way banana smells. I like an avocado that's ripe, though. You put it in a bag, and it'll ripen. Or if you put it outside in the bag in the sun, it'll ripen quickly. Just be ready for that. I don't charge extra for this kind of information. That was a good one, though. Thank you. How are we doing? We're doing good. Come on. Let's keep them going. Here we go.
So this is Text Talks, and I get really mad whenever people like send this to me. I just ignore them, or if they speak to me like this, we can't be friends anymore.
So wait, what would that say?
I actually can't read that.
Oh, spotted boss,
Okay,
please,
yeah.
before I see you again, MYOB?
Mind your own business.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, you know, that's it. Sometimes I'll put the number 4 and then the letter U, you know, for you. You don't like that, so we can't be friends. All right, good to know. I need to ask my friends if it bothers them. They don't have to prove to you.
Yeah, my bad. I just said there's a lot of y'all.
Sometimes in relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic, you might think that you're wanting to be with someone. However, everyone has to know that
their value of you comes from them, right? And however, we have to be careful and look at if their value of us and our value of them, if there's a surplus or deficit, we have to act on that, because if there's a difference, it can cause problems later in the relationship.
It can, and I think that's really good. And the other thing, this is excellent, the other thing is that you can't define yourself by the worth they find in you. Very good. Thank you. That's not you. I know. Yeah, right. That's good thinking.
This is my friend Buddy. He's one of the pugs that I live with. My roommates think it's hilarious to dress him up in different costumes, and my heart totally goes out to him because you can tell that he doesn't like it, so this meme is giving him a voice to express his affiliation.
Will you please email that to me? Seriously. Because I've got friends that dress their dogs. How many of you dress your dog? Raise your hand, it's okay. Oh, how many of you have a dog? Oh, how many of you dress them? Okay, I'm good with that. But Travis, you made it. All right. Somebody predicted when you would come in. But look, I think dressing the dog is okay if you dress the dog like the dog. Good question. But I mean, if you have a male bulldog and you put a pink tutu on that dog, I don't think that's fair to the dog. Right? You don't think the dog cares? No. How many of you think the dog cares? I think the dog cares. I had a friend of mine that wanted to take their dog out in the rain. They didn't. The owner, she's a dog sitter, and the owner wouldn't buy the dog a raincoat, so she fashioned a trash bag and put it around the dog, and then took a picture of the dog and sent it to the owner and said, "This is what I was forced to do because you wouldn't spend the money on a raincoat for the dog." And the guy bought the raincoat the next day. That's called dog advocacy. Is what that is. That dog sitter deserves a raise. I love this. This is great. So, I got somebody I'm going to send that. Ah, yeah. Does this really happen?
Yeah. Especially in this college, ever since I transferred to a hotel college, and I feel like I've had at least 2, 3 finals on the same date, and this semester is the only semester that I don't have it. For the last 4 semesters, I've had 2 or 3 finals on the same day, and it sucks. And this is exactly how I feel.
Did you say it sucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious. I want to be sure I heard that.
It does.
It does, I guess. That's so true. You guys are like, don't call on me, don't call on me.
There's always that point where the volunteers go first, and then once no one volunteers, you're like, oh my gosh, so you're calling me. So I always hide. Yes.
It's good. I'm giving you guys heart attacks with these presentations.
Yeah, so that's Arsene Wenger. He's the former coach of the soccer team I support.
Yeah.
But he coached for about like 20 years, as long as I've been alive at the time. But he started struggling at the end of his tenure. So when the team went 1 down, he started to put on his coat. It was just like a stereotype for him, and he would always like struggle right down here and never get enough. So
talk to the class.
To the class. So when I don't study for a test and I look at the first question, I get that same feeling.
You know, you start buttoning up your coat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Okay.
I couldn't put the video. No, I can't.
Oh, will it not
Sorry.
play? Can you pull it? Do you have it on your? Can you email it to Spencer on your? We'll do somebody else. We'll come back to this. Have you got it? Yeah, because the video is important. All right.
I think that's last one.
Oh, it is? Wow, did everybody do it? Travis, we were past you 30 memes ago. We can do a meme about this. When you come in and your meme's already gone. How can we do it? Email it. Can you email it to Spencer real quick? And then Spencer, you can pull it up, right?
I can pull up through Blackboard.
But not if she emails it through Blackboard, right?
No, she put it in the Dropbox. I can do that.
All right, help her do it. We all want to see the video. We're hanging by. Oh, all right. While you're working on that, what's everybody doing for spring break? Going home. New York? We're on. How many of you are traveling? Raise your hand. Okay, not everybody. Yeah.
I can do videos.
Listen, where you work. Remind us. Izikaya. Oh, where's that? In the Heights. That's good. Yeah. Where in the Heights?
Bro.
I just went to a restaurant at like 11 and no, it was Law or Yale.
We would have known if we been in there because the entire line is
Hilton College? Yeah. How many of you like, are we ready? Yeah. Okay, we're ready. Amanda. Now, are you really a yoga instructor now?
I'm trying to be someone.
You're trying to get certified?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So,
all right, lay it on.
Since Chrissy had just made her the grimace face at some workshop, I don't really remember what to, but this is going to be my mom's expression after paying for college when she realizes that I want to be a
Yoga instructor, this is it. Play the video?
Oh.
I mean, turn the lights on.
I mean, she's just like.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a grimace.
For sure. That's not. Yeah. That's good. Thank you. Why do I not think everybody went? You coming?
Yeah, I left out the N on here.
Oh! All right, see if we can pull it up.
All right.
All right, come on. That happened.
But I just sent it to
Okay. Are you a Kiss fan? Are they the group that did I Want to Rock and Roll?
Yes.
You guys still listen to Kiss?
Yes.
Who listens to Kiss? Huh. How many of you don't know who Kiss is?
Bro.
Couple of you, yeah.
What is my password?
How did you get
Bro, what?
Oh, really? Heard of it.
Dude, I do not know why I cannot remember my password right now. It's my main email account too.
Yes. No, sis, I would not do that.
I'm a what? Yeah, because I was in England. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I was like, that's why you're going to go back.
Hey, Dr. B. What is my password? I know. Yes, I have a .co.uk email because I was in England for a while. But anyways, I'm just trying to, like, I know my password.
You like having like flash.
You're fine.
I remember I was trying to launch Steam. My password right. Kicks me off the network.
Eric Capcom.
No. Alright, cool. No, wait. Stop looking at my email. Alright. You just sent it to my email?
I just sent it to you.
We got it right that time. All right, hold on. While we're doing this, how many of you had
right here. It's my junk.
Raise your hand.
I sent it.
Okay, how many of you felt better walking up to the podium this time than you did last time? All right.
See, I sent it.
And how many of you realize that humor helps break the ice?
Did not send the image?
Okay, so think about that. Could you open a presentation with a meme? Yeah, you can do that. Have some fun with it and then go into your presentation.
Because I just clicked the image and then
you can do that. Lizzie, what do you got? I had a great time. No, I had a great time. I thought you guys put a lot of thought into these, and it takes some time and effort to put it. How many of you use the meme generator to do this? Okay.
We just asked like what your top 5. You can remember them from last week.
Oh gosh, no, I'm not sure I can do that. Yeah, I'm not sure I can do that anymore. I thought Amanda's was really good with the face because I thought the face was really good. I thought not Kathy's, Jonathan's was very good because I can relate to that, right? I related to that. There was another really funny one. Oh, the first one with the car.
Here, let me go into my
Going up, I thought that was funny, and I really liked the dog one where they dressed up in humiliation with the dog. And I really liked the one where, those are the ones that stick with me. I liked them all, but the ones that stuck with me, and then the one with snoozing. Not separating from my bed, or have to separate. The hardest thing I have to do all day is separating from my bed. I thought that was creative. And the whole concept was fun. Now, all of them were very thoughtful and good. Yeah. It was good. Yes, ma'am.
So I had to download the meme generator for
Yeah.
this project, but now I can't stop making memes. I have like 12. I've been like sending them to my family.
How many of you are making memes now? Anybody else? Oh, Nicholas is doing it. Good. Good. Are we ready?
In a second.
Yeah.
Oh, now we turn the screen up. It's going to take a minute to warm up. Yeah.
I have an assignment for you for this class.
Lay it on.
Create a meme for us.
You want me to create a meme for you?
Yes. You have to do one.
My second tattoo, my mom slapped me.
I'll try to do that. I think that'll be fun. That's good. I'll do that. I think it's fair. I'll do it. Okay.
So I have a couple of tattoos, and I did it completely against what my mom told me to do, which was not get tattoos ever. So this actually happened this weekend. A couple months ago, I got a tattoo on my wrist. I used to wear a KIA bracelet from when I was in the Marine Corps of my buddy that was killed in action, and I turned it into a tattoo on my wrist. And my mom saw it when I got it because it's on my wrist, you can't hide it. And then this weekend she goes, "Oh, you got another tattoo?" And I said, "You've seen it. I've described it to you." And then she slaps me and says, "Okay, well, no more tattoos. You already have 3." Little does she know I'm planning to get myself sleeved up. So yeah. So yeah, my first 2 were on my bicep, and this one was on my wrist.
So you're gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
on one arm
here and then
halfway down.
Maybe a couple chest stitches.
I don't know. My daughter's husband is tatted up. He's pretty tatted up. But my daughter, when she wanted to get a nose ring, she came to me and said, "Dad, I want a nose." We were in Hawaii. She said, "I want a nose ring." I said, "Let's go."
Oh my God.
She said, "What?" I said, "Let's go. Right now." She said, "Really?" I went, "Right this second. Get in the car, let's go." She said, "Are you being serious?" I said, "Totally." She goes, "You're going to drive someplace else." I said, "No, this is what you want to do. Let's go do it." And we get there, and the lady is ready to go, and she pulls out a needle like this long. I literally almost fainted on the spot. But my daughter's like, "Okay." And I went, "Oh my God, really? You're going to do this?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." But that's all she did. She never did another one. So I think my reaction to it helped, right? I think the more you resist what your kids want to do, the more they want to do it. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Well, let that be a lesson to you. Well, she ended up getting the smallest, tiniest little piercing you could ever get. And then she went to work, and she called me and said, I need a lawyer. It was her first day on the job. I said, what do you mean you need a lawyer? She goes, they're making me take my nose piercing out. I said, take it out. She goes, some lawyer you are. I said, take it out. You work for them. They can decide what you can wear and what you can't. She goes, I find this to be really discriminatory. I said, there's nothing discriminatory about it. They can decide what you can wear in the workplace. You're interacting with their customers. She goes, basically, she goes, who said you suck? She goes, pretty much, Dad, you suck. So anyway, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Now, the best tattoo resistance speech I've ever heard a parent give was a woman I knew in Atlanta. She had twins, and they made a pact that on their 18th birthday they were both going to get some tattoos. And she sat them down and said, if you want to get tattoos, get tattoos. I'm not objecting to it or resisting it. I just want you to ask yourself a question before you go do this. Do you like the same clothes today that you liked and wore 2 years ago? And their answer was no. And she said, okay, I just want you to realize that when you get a tattoo, you're going to be wearing the same clothes, basically, every day for the rest of your life. And one of the twins got a tattoo, and the other one didn't. So there you go. Yeah.
My sister got a tattoo with a guy, and she got an arrow or something. And then
With a guy?
And then they broke up, and then she got like a crown for her sport, and you put over it, and then now she dropped out of that. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's what happens. Be thinking, right? When you know, love Mindy forever, and then you marry somebody named Susie. That's not going to go over very well. Be mindful. Don't get a tattoo when you're drunk. You guys get that? I teach you. What? They won't tattoo you when you're drunk? I don't want to know how you two know this. Oh, yeah, okay. Of your cat, because you're going to love that cat forever. You know, I might have gotten one of Leon, my doggy. Yeah, I might have done that. Yeah. Travis?
I have a cook at work who got a tattoo with one of his exes.
He got a tattoo?
Of one of his exes. He's like engaged now with somebody else.
Yeah.
But, like, he had, I forget what he did with it, but like he like either made it look into like a nasty monster siren or something.
Yeah, yeah. And don't forget, as you age, things don't stay as, you know, sometimes things, you know, your skin, it might look a little different. Don't go there, that's not where I was going. I was just saying the skin kind of doesn't stay the way you want it to. You got to think about that. It's something. Who has a tattoo? And who loves your tattoo? Who wishes they didn't get a tattoo? Are you raising your hand? You like to, and they can take them off now, right?
Right when I got home from the tattoo, I was like Googling tattoo.
Oh, as soon as you got home,
Yeah.
you were Googling how to take it off?
Yeah, because I'm from Hawaii and I was moving. So like when I was 18, I was moving from Hawaii to like the mainland.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Mom, because I'm from Kaneohe, which is like the windward side, so it's like green mountains and like the waves. So I was like, I want a mountain and a wave. And I saw the outline and it was like super pretty. And my mom's like, get it colored. And I'm like, no. And
No.
the lady had like colorful tattoos and it looked so childish. She's like, yeah, get it colored. And I'm like, just make me like a little shading. So she colored the whole mountain green and the whole wave blue. So I was like green and blue. And right when I got home, I was like, tattoo removals. I'm like,
Have you done it?
No.
Oh.
I mean, no, like no one sees it.
When you said the name of the town where you're from, you're talking about on Oahu, on the west side,
On the east side.
north, south.
West side is like Nanakuli and like Waianae.
Okay. The east side then is where they have all the shrimp trucks and all the.
That's like North Shore.
That's North Shore, but okay. I'm
But
trying
like,
to. Because I like to go to the west side is where because I'm just trying to figure out. I've got North Shore, but I go. So the pineapple plantation is in the center, Dole. If I go left, I'm going to west. If I go around past Pearl Harbor and I drive up, I'm going to the west side, where the highway ends. Yeah. You're over on the other side. I come all the way around, and I got to get the highway. Listen, I want you to. How many of you have been to Hawaii? I've been to Oahu. It's No, I haven't spent a lot of time on the east side, but the west side, it's spectacular, because that's what it reminded me of when you talk about the Green Mountains and the water, because they just come right together. And it really is just a beautiful, peaceful place, because the highway ends, and they don't like howlies there.
No. Like my house, it's like by the Ko'ola Mountain, so we wait, like right when I go out my front door, it's like the mountain range, but then our beach house is just like on the beach, and then it's like if you go on the other side, you see like a little bit of the mountain, so it's like weekends we'll go to the beach house. And then
Sweet. So when do we all get to go to your beach house? We're gonna have a reunion of this class next year at your beach house. Does everybody agree?
It's $300 round trip right now.
Right now? How much?
300 round trip.
American dollars?
No, Southwest just came out.
Oh, Southwest is selling. Oh, they're going to Hawaii. Where how many you got to stop 8 times before you get there?
No, I think it's nonstop from Dallas.
San Diego? Or LA, and then down there. Yeah, you should go. It's one of the greatest places I've ever been. Sammy? Wow. I'll bet it's sold out like crazy.
So we're not having class on Thursday, guys. So
we are having class, just not in the classroom. You've got work to do.
It's in Hawaii.
I've got work to do. You gave me an assignment. I'm doing a meeting. You guys so missed out when we used to take the kids to Aruba.
What?
Yeah. We used to have class in Aruba. No, we stopped before Natalie Holloway because I was concerned about safety for our kids. Because they used to go to that same Carlos and Charlie's, and it got to be challenging in Aruba. And we had a student, I had put all the students in teams of 3. When you go out, you have a team of 3, and you never leave your team, right? Well, she got mad, and she left her team about midnight, and she started walking back to the hotel, which was a 2-mile walk. And this highway, there are no lights on the roads. There's a hospital halfway. When she got just to the hospital parking lot, a group of 3 guys, just like Natalie Holloway, pulled over and talked her into getting in the car, and they said, we'll give you a ride. And so she got in the car, which of course we talked about, you don't ever do that, you never leave your team, right? But she did. And I got woken up with, of course she was hysterical, but to her credit, I said, how did you get out? She goes, I was just kicking and screaming so much that they finally just pulled over and pushed me out of the car. And she was, she was all torn up, and she had landed in gravel. It was bad. And so at that was after 6 years, and after that time, that's when we stopped, and then Natalie Holloway happened about 4 years later. You know, it's dangerous. You've got to be cautious when you travel, even on study abroad programs. You have to think about that. My biggest problem down there was the security guards were selling drugs to the students. Yeah. Yeah, they were the worst. I had to literally go to a guy's house and threaten and just say to him, dude, if you interact, because I couldn't get him fired because of the union. It was really tough. And I even knew the head of the union. He was like, hey, I can't, I'll talk to the guy, but I can't, he can't lose his job over this. And you couldn't lose a job down there anyway because they had a negative unemployment rate. They had to import labor. So they imported like 2,000 employees from the Philippines every year to run the hotels. That's how full employment. But anyway, and so I literally had to go to his house, and his wife came to the door, and that was my leverage. Because he came to the door and he said, honey, you go away. And I said, no, I want you to hear this. I said, your husband is selling drugs to 18 and 19-year-old children. I said, I want to know how you feel about that. And that was the end of that, because she let him have it. And that was it. And so he stopped. That was like, but yeah, and most people think we stopped because of Natalie, but we stopped before that. It was challenging. Aruba's a great place. But they promote it as one happy island, and then when you take a tour around the island, they got the biggest prison I've ever seen over in the middle of the island. But it's a great island. We had a lot of fun. The kids would go to work. They had a beautiful resort down there, and the kids would work, and the hotel would put them up and feed them for 6 weeks. And then and they'd go to class 2 hours a day. So somebody had to teach them, so that was me. So we go down and do that. Now, here's the other thing. I used to have class at noon, right? And then I learned early on that the kids would stay out all night if class wasn't until noon, or if they they didn't have a shift starting early, so we started having class at 7:30 in the morning. Well, because kids were coming to class hungover, they come on with one shoe on. I was like, this is not how we envisioned this going. And then we vetted them very carefully, and one kid goes, what happens if we get arrested? That's what I said, and the kid next to him goes, oh, he's a lawyer, he'll bail us out. I'm a lawyer in Texas. I'm not a lawyer in Aruba. And by the way, you live in the United States because we have bail. Other countries don't have bail. If you get arrested in Aruba, you stay there till when? Till they decide to let you out. That's it. You guys need to be thankful where you are and where you live. But that's not a good thing to ask. What happens if we get arrested? Guys, I thought these were great. I was impressed with the comfort level of everybody, with the laughter. I was impressed with your comfort zone coming up here and doing it. I hope you're feeling a little more at ease and standing up in front of people. Yeah? Yes? All right, because we're going to do more when we get back. All right, go. Have a great spring break. Don't, hey, hold on a second. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Never ever get drunk and text, because you'll regret that in the morning. All right, go. I need to think about a meme. Third part of the procrastination meme thing.